What's up, y'all? I'm back. This your boy, OG Weasel, Urban Conversion, back with another fire story. I'm in St. Louis actually at this particular time doing this segment to tell y'all and to show y'all something. I'm on the street where I caught 30 years at. This is my neighborhood. This is everything. This is where I came from. This is where I caught 30 years. And if you just now tuning into my channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Your boy got clemency from President Obama. Did ultimately 20 years on a 30-year sentence, released early, you know, and I'm thankful. Shout out to Obama and his whole staff, man. Forever in debt. Your boy, OG Weasel, Urban Conversion, you know. I said, man, when I come to the city, I said, I'm gonna do a segment of where I caught this case at, right? This is the house where I caught 30 years at. Right in front of the house. I used allegedly, you know, FedEx truck pulled up, but it was actually like a cargo van, which the police disguised themselves as FedEx drivers. They wore a shirt. They wore a shirt with the FedEx logo on it, pulled up in the cargo van, which the cargo van just had a magnetized sticker on it. So you wouldn't even know unless you know that this was the sting. But they came in a fucking cargo van with a magnetized FedEx sticker on it. State police had the little FedEx shirts on. They did the sting. Ultimately, they brought the package here, and I grabbed it, signed for it. They jumped out on me right here on this little bitty street, right in front of this house right here. Actually, this is exactly where they got me at, right here. Exactly where they got me at, right here. You know, I was going back to the car with the package, and they jumped out on me. And you would think that you would be able to see something, but I was so comfortable at this time. So ultimately, everything must come to an end at some point in time, and I take full responsibility for my actions and things that I participated in. That's it, you know. That's just the growth and the development of what the feds helped me with. But this is the house where I caught 30 years at. State had the case at first. They called me, took me to the county jail. And when they took me to the county jail, I was with another person. And I took full responsibility for my action. He ain't had nothing to do with nothing, you know, so he wasn't charged. He wasn't charged or brought in on a conspiracy or nothing like that. And they just, you know, let him go. So it wasn't nothing. Took full responsibility straight out the gate, you know, to free my guy, you know, to make sure they ain't tangle him up in something I had going on. And ultimately it worked out. I caught 30 years right here in front of this house. And I did 20 years on a 30-year sentence. I don't know what y'all want to know as far as pertaining to my case, but it's public record. Went to trial. And I just wanted to show y'all the house where I caught 30 years at. Young, in the middle of this street. Did 20 years. And now I'm back on the very street where I lost my life at, a lot of years of my life. Grew up in this neighborhood, born and raised. Had a lot of memories in this neighborhood. Jumped every backyard. Did every street thing you can imagine in this neighborhood. Well, you know, I took my show on the road because St. Louis is a very small city, if you ever been to a bigger city. So St. Louis is very small. So if you're doing anything, everybody know your business. It's just small, man. It's just like a small family. So you got to be mindful. It's a lot of houses these houses was up and active when I left the streets. People was living in here, my homeboys, and these houses was active. It's a lot of vacant houses over here. And people buying them up, fixing them up. But I made a different transition. I live in another state now, doing something different. I flew in for some personal reasons. And I just wanted to let y'all know that, man, this is where I caught the 30 years at. Right here on this street, right here. Caught the 30 years, man. Did 20 years on that. And if you just now tuning in, hit that like and subscribe button. I even had to put my St. Louis gear on. You know what I'm saying? I had to put my St. Louis gear on for this segment, man. This is what I owe to me, man. And throughout my whole 20 years of being incarcerated, I wanted to get back here. I wanted to get back to this very spot. This the house I grew up in. Still active. Still own the house. It's mine. Had a cousin. My mother cousin, first cousin, lived next door right here. She had 11 children, which they had a lot of other children. And a lot of other children, a lot in my age group. Some older, some younger. But I had a team. So things that I was doing came easy because I had family. Catching this 30-year sentence on the street really put shockwaves to a lot of people in this neighborhood. All of these houses, everybody that lived in these houses on the street, I knew, or they raised me. We grew up together, and we was a wholesome family. This neighborhood, Village Mob, St. Louis, Missouri, where we named it Village Mob from the adversities that we was going through in different other neighborhoods. You had Page there, you got Hills there, you got Wellston, you got the North Side, you got Walnut Park, you got U City, you got Northwoods, Pond Line, you got all these little neighborhoods. And I had a crew of dudes that was real, We was outnumbered a lot of times, but this is where we made our mark at. We hustled around here, all of these streets. Could walk a few streets and let y'all see my neighborhood, where I started. But that's where I ultimately jumped off the porch.